at this. Did you like mushrooms?
I love mushrooms.
Awesome.
My last boyfriend would not eat pizza with mushrooms on them, and that was the only fault I could really find with him. It didn't make any sense to me at all.
I love it. Look at that.
That looks so
broccoli.
good.
Now this is hot, so be careful.
I will, okay.
Okay.
Thank
there you
you.
go.
Oh, that
Take
looks
yourself some bread.
delicious.
I'm going to
Thank
get
you.
me some. Yeah, we got chicken broccoli fettuccine in PapaTucks' backyard
Oh
with
my
a
God.
beautiful guest.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. You'll have to come over to my house sometime.
Yes, definitely,
Yeah, it'll be a
definitely.
lot of fun. I'd like to make dinner for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll cook something up over there and maybe do a show.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. I'd love for that.
All
Yeah.
Look at this.
Looks so good.
Isn't that looking good? Oh my God, and that's what the fettuccine looks like. Take a little bit of bread on that. Let's talk books
All
while
right.
we...
Fabulous. I want to try this first, though. I'm so excited to try this.
Yes, I want you to try
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Chicken. Oh my God.
It's good? You like it?
Oh my God, yes. That is like, I didn't even want to like chew it. I just wanted to swallow it. It's so good. I want more.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and the mushrooms too.
PapaTucks fettuccine. Very good. We
It's
do this with
fabulous.
ham too.
Really?
There's another recipe in the cookbook. It's ham fettuccine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh my, the mushrooms are perfect. They're just the perfect texture. They're
Awesome.
fabulous.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
That's
They're
because
not
you
super-
help cook them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, this is so
I gotta
so
try some of
delicious.
this myself. Oh my God.
I'm so hungry.
No, that is good.
That is perfect. Perfect.
A little
And
bit
it
of
will
garlic
taste
bread on there.
fantastic tomorrow, I think.
Oh
Even
yeah.
better.
The kids are gonna love it. When the kids get home, they're gonna be eating. We're gonna be eating fettuccine tonight when the kids get home. I can see that happening.
They'll be very happy.
Let me see what you did for a buck.
All right. I wrote this book. It's called Between Rocks and Shadows, and it's published by Foothills Publishing, which is located just out of Ithaca, New York. And they do. They have a million chapbooks, and I got hooked up with them through a professor that I had in college,
Okay.
Bruce Bennett, who is a very well-renowned poet and writer, and they've published many of his. And so when I was graduating, he asked me if I would be interested in putting a collection together, and so I did. And
Nice.
and it's full of stuff that's about 2 years worth of work. Some of it's more recent, and
Right.
some of it I wrote while I was a junior in college. So
Right.
it's
Now, how long did it take to get this written? How much time did you spend writing this?
well, you know, it's hard because like I'm not when I write, it kind of comes to me like that.
Natural.
I'm
That's like myself.
yeah, I'm like I'm of the Tom Waits school of songs and poems are everywhere in the air, and some people are just more
Right.
receptive to catching them, and
Right.
you get it just comes. It's like fishing almost.
Right. Okay.
And so really, the better
I've
poems
put-
that I've written take me 10 minutes to write
Okay.
done in their entirety,
I've
and the
not
ones that I
ever done a
work for a long
poem.
time on are the ones that come out sounding really contrived. But that's just me. I mean, there are some people, I believe it's Annie Dillard who would, and I could be wrong, it's either Annie Dillard or Elizabeth Bishop who would write a poem, and then she taped it onto her bathroom mirror and left it there for 17 years, and every day looked at it and made
Oh,
a couple
my
different
God.
changes to it until she was
Right.
finally satisfied.
She wanted to perfect it in her own little
yeah,
way.
Yeah, and I think
Okay.
that's really great. But you know, it's a difference between like acting, like method acting, versus you know, you go in, you're yourself, and then the camera rolls and you're on.
Right.
You know, there's so many
Right.
different ways of writing. I
Right.
don't write every day.
Right.
I try to, but
Writing books is
It's
very
hard.
hard. It does come natural once you
Yeah.
get into it. I'm on my 4th book right now.
Yeah.
I've got Pumpkin Bunch, which took me actually about 6 weeks to write. Okay. And it's a beautiful little story for kids. The kids love it.
Yeah.
The kids absolutely love it.
Well, my
and
cousin-
this is book 1 of a 5-book series.
Really?
Yes.
That's fabulous.
We're doing a series with this.
Well-
and then I've done my cookbook, PapaTucks Cooking, which is at the publishers now. That'll be out in
Right.
a few weeks.
fabulous. I can't
And
wait to see it.
I've done The Outlaw Deer Hunter,
Oh, that
which,
sounds
which
cool.
is a novel, and that actually is going to be an awesome book.
Yeah.
And now I'm working on a book right now that I can't say its name yet, but I can see it becoming a movie. And we
Wonderful.
might be able to get a film crew here and do it right on island.
Amazing.
Yes,
Amazing.
I think that I can actually see
Yeah.
that happening. Now, what other kind of books do you do?
Well,
now,
I'm-
you're doing you've got poetry
yeah,
there.
I wrote poetry. Well, I wrote my senior thesis was a ghost story. It was a work of fiction, and right now I'm writing a novel that takes place on the vineyard, and it's about these two young women. Well, it's told in retrospect by a girl who's 25, and when she was younger, she did something that she shouldn't have done, and as a result, many people were very, very affected by something that she kind of said off cuff.
Right.
And many lives were destroyed, actually, as a
Oh,
result
okay,
of it. And
okay,
so
okay.
it's this kind of like confessional like narrative, and it's called Lolita Untouched, and hopefully will be finished by the end of the year. And I'm going to be
Nice.
try to send it to a publisher.
And now, are you
fairly
going to use
soon.
the same publisher, or are you looking
No,
for a publisher?
I just hooked up.
Now, see, this is one of the things on my website. I have a spot on my website for new writers out there to go to one of my pages, and we will help them find publishers, editors, illustrators, all of that.
Wonderful. I'm
But
actually-
we're making it easy for people to write
Yeah.
their book, because a lot of people out there want to write a book.
Exactly, but
Nobody
don't know how.
Nobody knows how to start.
Yeah.
They don't know how to start. And
Yeah.
I found a fairly inexpensive way to do it, and I'm all about helping people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, I'm in the middle of I'm illustrating a book of poetry for Bruce Bennett, who's written this it's a very depressing book of, and as he says, a very lovesick, lovelorn. You know, you want this person so bad, and they don't reciprocate that feeling, and it's just
Right.
these very lonely, desperate, heart-wrenching poems. And they're beautiful. They're exquisitely written, and he asked me to illustrate it, and so I'm in the process of doing that, and I'm writing my novel, and my parents are graphic designers, and I'm designing a
Nice.
card line right now, and I just designed
Nice.
one over the winter that will
So,
hopefully come
so
out
you
soon.
can actually do your own illustrations. You can do your own editing,
Well, I would need an editor.
Right,
I mean,
okay, okay.
it's hard sometimes.
and most people do.
Yeah,
Most
everybody
You
does,
know, my
because you're
book.
so close
I
to
have,
your
I
book,
have
you
three.
can't see.
I have 3 books right now that went through full edits 4 times
Yeah.
to get them perfected.
Of course.
You know,
Yeah.
there's so much to
You
it.
need,
so
you
much
need
to
to
it.
show somebody else
Yes.
so that.
Yes.
Because when you're working on your own baby, it's your baby. It's perfect to
Right.
you. You think that everything that you're doing is
It's your egg
is
that you
right.
hatched, and it
Exactly.
needs to be born.
And it needs somebody to come along and say, this part isn't as strong as this part is.
Right.
You need to fix this. You need to work on this. And at first, sometimes it kind of feels like, "Ugh." But as you mature as a writer, you realize that those people really just want the best for you, and they just want it to be as good as it possibly can. And I am a
Exactly.
big, big advocate of writers getting together and having a workshop where they look at everybody's work and everybody's gets a nice, thorough, pure editing.
Right.
That's how I learned how to write in school, and it's really, really, really effective. And
Right.
it's something that I'm hoping to bring to the charter school on island in the
Oh,
fall.
nice. Very-
yeah, I tutor
very
at
nice
the charter
thought.
school right now. I'm tutoring a really, really lovely girl who is graduating this year, and she has been working on a piece of fiction with me for the past 6 months or so, and it's really coming well.
Now,
It's
how old is
really,
she?
She's 18.
Awesome,
And,
awesome.
it's really
A new
cool.
author
She's
being
a new
born.
author, and she's great. She's my little sponge.
We'll
She's
have to get
great.
her
I
on the
love her.
show.
We should bring Annie on. She's fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I love her.
Does she
She's
cook?
great. Well, we could get her to.
We'll teach her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cooking with PapaTucks and talking books.
Yeah, and
I
she can
love
tell you
it.
about the story that
I
she's
love it.
writing, and she's really sweet. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah. So right now, this is for sale on the Foothills Publishing website.
And they can go view it on my
And they
website.
can view it on yours as well. It's
Yep.
$8,
They can go and view it.
and it's 25 pages, and it's I don't know, I love it. It's a small little book, and it's a great beach read, and you know, there's some love poems in there. There's some life experience poems in there. There's some stuff about life and jobs, and I hope that there's something for everybody in it. It's a little bit depressing sometimes, but
Right,
some
right,
of it's
right.
very happy and very silly. I try to
It's
have
like romantic poetry.
sort of. I
Yeah?
have a kind of dark sense of humor, and that really comes
Okay,
across in this.
okay,
And
okay.
actually, Laura Kasishka, who is an incredible writer, she's a poet, and she's also an author of several works of fiction, reviewed this for, well, she reviewed several of my poems in it, and if you don't mind, I'd like to read a quote that she said
Let's hear one.
about,
Yes,
about
yes.
my poems, because I have a really hard time
Let's
trying to explain
let's
what it
hear
is.
a quote.
According to her.
Tell our viewers your full name,
Oh,
please.
my name is Dorothy Elizabeth Bittner.
There you
And
go. What I'm going to do with this with you is I'm going to put this on my website at papabooks.net. And people can go on my website and view this, and from there maybe link up to your site and check this out.
Yeah, I'd love that. It's great.
I'll do this with you.
Yeah, and people should check out Laura Kasishka. She wrote this really fabulous novel called The Life Before Her Eyes.
Maybe I'll put her link on my website too.
She's
Then I need to talk to her.
Yeah, her book was.
Let's hear a quote.
Oh, okay. Well, she just quickly. The book was made into a movie starring Uma Thurman that was fabulous.
Awesome.
And it's called The Life Before Her Eyes. It's in the video store, and I think everybody should go get it. It's fantastic. So